Normally, I have a pretty easy time sitting down and doing these morning messages. Today, I've had to do this one over and over and over again. So, first, let's just talk about the day. It's Monday, January 20th. The card that I pull is the Six of Wands, which talks about a sense of victory and perhaps even rising above a situation. But the message that I've been having a hard time delivering is this. What makes you think that everything deserves an emotional response from you? Sure, you're going to emotionally respond to a lot of things in this world, but what makes you think that everything deserves an emotional response? Not everything in this world deserves an emotional response. I'll give you a for instance. The TikTok ban. I personally am a wait and see person. I am certainly not going to get upset about a potential or a possibility. I could have. I don't have much of a TikTok following. I don't make a lot of income off TikTok. It's not a huge part of my life. Perhaps if a huge part of my life was ripped away from me, I might be singing a different tune. But even if it was, I have to ask, how does my emotional response serve in that way? Perhaps I'm being a little bit too like Spock here. I'm not sure. But I think there's a lot to be said for being skillful with our emotional responses and the way that we respond emotionally to situations that cross our path. I personally observe a lot of people in this world clutching their pearls, freaking out, getting up on soapboxes, pounding their chest, trying to show the world how outraged they are and how much virtue they have. I'm a person that focuses on my peace, which means I don't have to emotionally respond and get upset at every negative thing that crosses my path. I think there's a lot to be said about the futility and uselessness of getting angry at things that we cannot control. That does not make sense to me. And if you're going to get angry at something that you can't control, sit with your anger and see what it's trying to provide you. I'm not saying don't have emotions, and I'm not saying don't be angry. I love anger, and I think that anger, when properly processed, can become a huge source of motivation and strength for us. But anger, without some sort of direction or usefulness, is just like shooting ourselves in the foot because we have a gun. So I ask for you to sit with that today. And again, the difficulty in terms of bringing this message to people. Sit with the fact that not everything in this world requires an emotional response. And you're not proving to the world how moral or great you are by getting up on a soapbox. Not to say don't stand up for your values, but take your energy and whatever response that you have and try to do something, even if it's caring for yourself in that moment. Try to rise above the fray if you can and find a sense of peace, because not everything deserves an emotional response from you. And with that being said, to learn more about me or to sign up for a reading, find me online at joshsimons.com.